So this is going to be a bit long, so please, if just take a minute and listen to me, okay? I'm just asking, give me just a few minutes of your time. I know everybody's busy. This is for people that follow me and like me. First of all, thank you all. I appreciate that. But for anybody's page that this gets on, whether you agree with Christianity or not, whether you agree with, people that follow Christ, this is really not about that. I'm from the North Carolina, Winston-Salem area, which means, Greensboro, High Point, Kernersville. And I'm a rideshare driver. I do late shift. And I see a lot of homelessness. And, irregardless of how somebody got there, they're there and they're in need. And so what I would like to do is add a link, a Cash App link, and a PayPal link on my page. And I would like people to help if they can. And what I will do is make sure that there's transparency and accountability for any donations. None of the donations will go to anything that I need. It will be to make care packets, blankets, wipes, deodorants, non-perishable things that can be, stored for a couple days outside. And I'm also going to order Bibles, of course, ultimately. But truly, I don't want to glorify myself in this. And so I won't be making videos of handing stuff out. But I promise that I will make it possible for those, if anyone helps, to see accountability, right? I understand in this day and age it's tough, right? Because everybody's hurting and everybody's struggling, and it's hard to trust people saying, hey, donate and we're going to do this with it. I totally get that. But as I was riding around this morning, I seen a family, and I see it all the time, and we all see it. And it's tough, right? So I thought, I post a lot of Christian things. I pray and do all those things, but there's still more that I can do. But financially, if I could do it on my own, I wouldn't be making this appeal, right? I can't, and I don't think most people can. But if everybody would kind of dig deep in their heart, and even a couple of dollars adds up, right? And so if I could make a couple of dollars, put together 10, 15 care packets, that's 10, 15 people that, are receiving help that they need. And, I understand the difficulties in going, well, why would I help someone when I'm struggling myself? And look, I get that, right? But I believe that for me, as I walk my life with God, these are things that we're called to do, is to help others and love others. And loving people is helping people even that you might not even agree with the situation. It's not understandable that people are like, no, I'm not helping. They can help themselves. I get it, right? I've thought that way. I felt that way before, but sometimes things happen that were out of our control, and hungry is hungry. It doesn't matter how you got there. Hungry is hungry, right? So anybody that sees this, anybody that follows me, I'm asking if you're interested, hey, help out. If not, I get it. Like, I'm just going to throw this out here and see what happens. What I can promise you is that I will find a way to show accountability for any donations. It could be anything from just posting videos of receipts and bags being packed, care packages being packed, and that nature. But one thing I won't do is I won't film me handing stuff to people, because that's not to the glory of God. That's for my own glory, I feel. And I'm not trying to glorify myself. I'm trying to truly help others. And, we can't fix all this. Only God will and can, but we can sure make a difference. And I promise you that 0 donations, any part of it, will go to any of my own personal needs. It's not about that. I'm like everybody, most everybody out here. We're making it day by day, week by week, but I'm blessed enough I have everything that I need. And so if we can come together and do this, and even those, like I said in the beginning, if you don't care for God and all that, that's okay. I get it, right? I mean, I would prefer that you did, but I understand, right? You have that right. But this is about more than just ourselves, right? And we all like to say, well, we should do something different. We can make change, but very often do we really do anything about it? So, I'm not begging. I'm just appealing to any amount of empathy that you may have for people in bad situations, regardless of how they get there, because most of us are only one choice away from being on the other side of things. And I've been on the other side of things, and it happens fast sometimes before you even realize it. So please take the time if you're interested. Like the links are not up on my page yet. I want to make this and kind of get a feel for it. But today, this afternoon, here in the next few hours, the links will be up. So I just ask, if you can help, do what you can, and if you can't, that's understandable too. If you truly need help, reach out. And if I get donations and you're in the triad, I'll make sure that that I get to you to help you too as well. So God bless everybody, man. The world's tough enough. We need to quit making it so hard on one another. But I put this in God's hands, and it'll go where it goes. And I fully have faith that this is something that can glorify Him and maybe help a lot of people out, and we'll see. All right, love y'all. God bless. Have a great day.